as we catch the back of the train, and there goes the caboose over the bridge. And we're about to see the rushing river underneath it again. There it is.
Really nice day in the mountains one night.
That is beautiful.
15 or 20 feet. Rapids like that all night long here, that water. Really cool place.
Sorry.
Taking too much of that cross our cross.
That's where we're going. Right down there where that other train is. This is amazing.
So what we're traveling on right now, this is called what we call the high line section of track. That's the low line section you see down there. We'll be down there in about 15 minutes or so. Now this high line section is the steepest grade of track on the whole tour. It's a 3.9% incline, whereas most of the tour we average about 2.5. So this is the steepest part. Now right up there, you can see the Sawtooth Mountain Peaks. It's above your window line. Right up to our right ahead of us, those are the Sawtooth Mountain Peaks. They're about 7,000 feet tall, the tallest standard peaks you'll see today. You can still see the Carmack Glacier behind you as well up to the right.
The Sawtooth Mountains peaks.
What's that? I already have them. There's the ship.
And
That's where we're headed.
one street over on 3rd Avenue, if you go down to the left, there's Glacial Sea as you're embarking or before you get off.
We just got off our buses and our trains and all of that, and we're gonna go do our glass blowing experience, but this is the ship we're getting on. And the Jewel Garden glass blowing. Gardens and glass blowing.
Just like you do if you're trying to get that honey that Charles was talking about. Right down to having that little string that always hangs on, you know, and makes a mess with the table. So I got to make sure that I get that all nice and tight so I don't make a mess here up front. To apply the colors, because I gather so nice and hot, all I have to do is touch up in our frit and our color chips, and that's going to allow me to pick up that material to decorate our ornament with, okay? So basically I've got these 4 columns of color here, okay? Now, the object of the glory hole here is to heat our glass, right, and to melt our color. So what we need to do is be real aware of the that we want to keep our gather as best on center as we can. And by that I mean right in line with the blowpipe. And you can see that as it gets hotter, it's not quite so willing to want to stay off center, but as glass blowers, that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to achieve, keep that gather on center best we can. Okay? Now, by rolling that gather on the marber, I've made it into a nice cylinder. And by changing the amount of pressure that I put on that gather while I'm rolling it, I can twist those 4 columns of color and make this spiral kind of shine. Okay? See this twisting up. Okay? Now, this tool I got in my hand here, we call it diamond shear because of the way it cuts. Okay? By using this diamond shear, I can grab a hold of the end of the glass and not only cut it, right, it draws all those colors together into a nice little finished spiral.
So we use the diamond shears to finish the twist off, more or less.
We go back here and apply some more heat to get the glass nice and molten in, okay? On to these ribbons of color, okay? Give them a twist.
So we call this effect sometimes hurricane. If you want to do hurricane, this is a hurricane effect with yellow and orange. Everywhere that swirl is, that's where you pinch to twist it. So,
Yeah.
Is there a limit to the number of times you can put the glass back in the furnace?
As many times as you like, go back in there. Not in the furnace, but into the
just like that.
And then,
Because you are now officially way cooler than you were when you got on this adventure. Wow. Followed them around the studio. But besides that, you can stay behind the yellow lines and won't play anymore.
I got my rope right. Let's go over here to the furnace. I'll show you my office. If you step on this side, you'll get a better look inside the furnace. Come on over. Yep. Wow. It's not your usual place of business. Molten glass, yeah. Yep. So we make our gather.
It's very different.
21st century.
But it's fascinating. I think well, you were there. I'm going to tortoise shell, which would be the amber.
Okay. You know what makes the tortoise shell effect is when you roll it in the fridge and you just let it melt, and that's it. No twist, no anything. So when you do that in multiple colors, they'll be like spots. They'll look like swatches. There you go.
So that it'll come out kind of like this.
You want these two together? Yeah. Okay.
Well, very somewhere in, well, I mean, the big spot.
Okay. So I suggest you put this on first, and then spots of this and this on, so I do that. And you are going to hear from There you go. That's a good idea.